All right, yo, yo, yo. All right, this could potentially be my last game on the Bulls. I have a trade request into the 76ers.
About to tear the roof off.
Put my Chuckies back on. I'm not kind of dig them, honestly.
What up, Coach?
MP, we got one heck of a matchup tonight.
Alright, let's try to drop 60 for the last game as a Bull, or potential last game as a Bull.
To Miami. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Now Williams, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And here are the Heat now. Now Jones. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Driving to the basket. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Here's Mr. Perfect. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Mr. Perfect's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Chicago. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the four major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
The tray. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jones up top. He's covered by Ball. 6 to shoot. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Can't cash in from close range.
That was a clever move to try to lose the defender in midair there, even if he didn't knock down the shot.
Oh, for God's sake, dude. I cannot.
Mr. Perfect can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jones with it. Now guarded by Mr. Perfect. Nice D from Mr. Perfect.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Ball, the pass to Mr. Perfect. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Mr. Perfect's got 9.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Pass to Adebayo. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Here's ball. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Bill Donovan.
Well, Kevin, he spoke about the strategy coming in of working the ball inside.
Still honestly getting used to the
emphasizing
difference
that
in
throughout the game. That's where they think they have the biggest advantage. And they think they can score inside with consistency. We will see how long that holds up. Guys.
All right, David, thanks. Shooting foul.
Make the layup.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to
And not on.
cost.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
I wish you could slap
They
high fives
look
with
to
your teammates.
fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Whiteside, good.
Tremendous pick by Whiteside. Easily slips off the screen and completes the look at the rim.
The pass to Hero.
What was that? Oh my God, what was that? Good shit. Looking to at the big.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Hey,
Smith, the pass to Oladipo.
Hey,
back to Smith. Good ball movement here by Miami. Miami with a new 14. Butler deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. Whiteside sets the pick for Oladipo. It's not going to go for him.
No chance.
The Bulls will take it the other way. The last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Wow,
The great thing about
why?
watching that
See what I
game was
mean?
that we saw it through
Why?
their offense, and they showed
So
a few
weird.
different looks
But, okay.
that they settled into and played well.
Now Butler. After the missed 3 from Mr. Perfect.
Smart play by
Well, it's
Jimmy Butler.
kind of close
Spots
here.
the open man. Tack up an assist.
Didn't notice that.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
Yes.
Mr. Perfect can't hit. The Heat trail by 3. Martin kicks to Whiteside. No good. Shot missing. Passes it to Mr. Perfect. Fires from deep. Cans it from downtown. Mr. Perfect's got 17 now.
And he, Mr. Perfect.
And so it's
the Bulls 17, the Heat 11. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, yo.
first half comes to a close in a tie.
And I'm honestly not even mad that I wasn't subbed back in.
The Heat
Let's get through these games.
46.
Welcome, everyone. Straight up, Kenny. Not good enough on the defensive end.
Like at this point,
And now, let's take a look.
I'm literally
And that's a halftime
just trying
wrap.
to
Let's
get my
back to the second half with a call
stats
by
up to
Kevin
get into the
Harlan
Hall of
crew.
Fame and get my attribute caps up so I can get to 99. To which I'm at 97 right now.
And we've
Hero.
got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game for Mr. Perfect.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. All out there with Mr. Perfect, and it's Looney in at the center. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Now, here's Adebayo. Over Looney. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And with Bam Adebayo, I mean, we all know how.
Oh, basically the reason I said like the Hall of Fame and the attribute cap is. So the point is, I want to get 3 games. So him taking me out and not put me back in the second quarter, going through the halftime, on through the third is good with me.
Leaning into that ability that Bam has, they trust that he's going to make good decisions in the half court. That has opened up a lot of things for them offensively.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Mr. Perfect in the last outing against the 76ers was
God damn.
He tallied 50 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of 3-pointers. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And again,
Yeah,
Chicago, no good.
Yeah, what?
The Heat have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Loads it up for Adebayo. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. That one good for 2. 25 points for Mr. Perfect.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Jones kicks to Hero. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Kendrick Nunn. There's a 3 off the inbound.
Oh my gosh.
Miami grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, it looks like we're not getting 60.
The 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Man, I keep ending up right there.
Victor
Literally.
grabs the lead.
Yeah, straight up.
Well, thus far this season with a 78% clip.
That one drops. He ties it
Where's the one that tells coach just to take me the fuck out?
up.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
Now here is Smith. Whiteside, a screen on Levine. Oh, Whiteside in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
As soon as that pass was released, Whiteside's eyes lit
Hey,
up,
you're
and
back.
he finishes that
Welcome
off
back.
with some style.
And Mr. Perfect gets it to go.
Well, he should be
That's
playing
good,
this
man. I'm
game
glad
with
you're
an
spending
apron
some
on
good quality
because
time with
he's
your fam.
right now.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up.
That's cool. Must make you feel special, huh? Sounds pretty fucking boring, honestly.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Listen, there's no doubt.
You
he
could
feels
say
like
that
he should
again.
have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the floor for Miami, starting the 4th. Adebayo is the big man with Butler sliding in at the 4. Hero out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. And it's the Bulls with the ball. After Tyler Hero's 3-pointer that didn't go. Mr. Perfect can't hit.
Yeah, no, sounds like you heard that from somewhere else.
Outside Hero. Pass to Adebayo.
Sounds like you got the idea for some of that.
Chicago grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Got 6 rebounds in the game.
Grandpas, you know. I never knew either of mine.
And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Mr. Perfect.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
The holidays.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. And the pass to Butler. Over Williams. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Jimmy Butler.
In his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
So for the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for
That must have made you feel extra cool, huh?
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast ball
That must have made
noticing when
nice.
has just overcommitted.
Legend.
Here's Jones.
Fucking legend, man.
From Mr. Perfect.
Illustrious.
Outside Martin.
That's one illustrious son of a bitch. You know, when he walks down the street, that people go, hey, look, there's Tropical Taquitos fucking grandpa. That's one illustrious son of a bitch, man. Right?
Because seems to be a different
wow.
guy out there, way more assertive.
Wow. You must be like, dude, am I like in heaven or something? Yeah, because like, you just can't keep life and shit, dude. You know?
Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his
Is that what you're like? Literally never.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Off target from outside. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the
Nah, I beg to differ.
Jones, the best
I beg to differ. My ex-girlfriend was the throat goat.
And it's Looney with the rebound.
I bet you your fucking grandpa's terrible at blowing dick.
On the night. Let's the 3 fly.
That's your fucking fake-ass grandpa. Terrible at blowing non-existent dick.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Martin. And slam dunk by Butler.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
3-pointer. And Mr. Perfect gets it to go. Mr. Perfect's got 39.
You know, I was going to say, I will bet the mortgage that you're going to say some shit like that. And goddamn, I was spot on. Dude, I'm so fucking psychic.
Jacks up a 3. That shot, no.
But you know what? I wouldn't believe you though. You know why? Because you just pick any fucking jabroni out of the fucking woodwork.
It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
I'm on to you, Tropical Taquito. You're up to your fucking old tricks again, you bastard. And I'm on to you. Not in the way that you would enjoy, but, you know, I am on to you.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team.
All right, I can concede that. I can accept that. There's room in the Hall of Fame for, you know, but there's only one for it, and I promise you that.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update.
You know, Tropical Taquito, one day you're going to be one of my dreams.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some information.
I'm going to take you a fucking promise land, dude. We're going to live it up. Me, you,
but that there does not appear to be any
Joey Buttafuoco,
don't want to hear this
fucking
news, most
Francois LaFleur.
So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now,
Who did that not go in? What kind of fucking voodoo are you using, Tropical?
To take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates.
Here's Mr. Perfect.
Look,
gets it from 3-point range.
Thank you, Tropical Taquito, for your reverse voodoo and making that go in. I appreciate you, dog. You've always been there for me.
Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. There's the triple. The Bulls keep it alive. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And the 3 off target.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And
That's
gonna
it.
Be good 9 out of 10 times.
No fair exchange?
And here are the Bulls now.
Fucking, come on, dude. I gotta say, hey, Tropical Taquito, come here, buddy. Take a knee.
Butler finds Hero.
Take a knee. Come here, take a knee.
The pass to Black.
It's
up a 3. The shot off
you can't be out there. I will not.
Chicago winning this one.
So, well, hey, to each his own. Am I right, Tropical Taquito? To each his own, so I don't blame you on that, but there is a thing called fair exchange, man. And I would hate to see him such a fucking elite caliber of a son of a bitch such as yourself to fucking not experience it, man. You deserve it. You deserve it, Tropical Taquito, and don't you sell yourself short. You're a man of God. You're doing God. Tropical Taquito, you are doing the Lord's work, and I don't want to hear another word about it. Okay, buddy? You are doing the Lord's work. Hey, that's a noble cause. It's a fucking noble cause, man. Hey, it's a fucking noble cause, alright? What can you say? I mean, how could you hate on that? You know? That's a driven motherfucker right there. That's a driven motherfucker right there with his eyes on the prize. Like how he put Slim Shady on this earth to piss the world off, just like that. Hey, do you know Kenneth Kniff from Connecticut? But wait a second. See, there's a little. I'm just going to school you. You know, a little thing real quick. Tropical Taquito. There's a little hole in your game though. So you come in here talking about your grandpa being the throat goat, but now you're talking about what the fuck? A little consistency here, buddy. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm fucking asking from you. Hey, Tropical Taquito, I ever bullshit at you once in your life? No. All right. I'm not gonna start now. All right. So I'd appreciate it if you do the same. A little consistency here, compadre. All right. I dig it. Trying to carry on the family name, the legacy, the dynasty, the Deep Throat dynasty. Dude, what would you be without me, man? What the fuck would you be without me, Tropical Taquito?
Great job on the
Probably just a smelly pirate hooker or something. Probably just a fucking smelly pirate hooker. Being a scurvy landlubber. Instead, I'm over here coining the Deep Throat dynasty and whatnot. I mean, Jesus Christ, dog. I accept. I fucking accept. Been waiting for this day since my best friend Jesus fucking put me on this fucking earth. My best friend Jesus, dude. I said, thank you. That's all. Hey, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not asking for any handouts here. And I said I had to talk with my best friend Jesus. I said, dear best friend Jesus, what am I on this earth here for? What did you place me here for, best friend Jesus? And he said, you're here to motivate Tropical Taquito to deepen the roots of the Deep Throat dynasty. And I'm here. Hey, it's like, you know, sometimes people are born great, right? And then there's others that are born to facilitate that greatness. You feel me? And like, I see myself as one of the latter. You know, as like a herald. I'm like your Silver Surfer, basically. True. No. That's you, my friend. That's you. I'm like your Silver Surfer. I'm here to herald your coming. Get it? Get it? Dude, what would you be without me? Well, it's like, hey, when one has such a raw talent, such a raw, you know, natural God-given talent, sometimes it needs to be honed, you know, and nurtured, like a potted plant. You know, and that's me. I'm like a gardener, growing tropical taquitos. You know, I got the seeds for what you need, and tropical taquitos got the seeds. There's something in that. We'll figure it out. Something about seeds, and you know, you get it. Well, that's not. I mean, hey, it's like the N-word, you know? You get to use it. But nobody else. Unless you deem it appropriate. Unless you give them the F-word card. Unless you grant them their F-word card. Their F-word pass. Yo, what's up, dude? You ain't got game. You should go see my homeboy Tropical Taquito, because you look like a sucker. Or maybe a sucky. You know what I'm saying, bro? Sweat and tears. And cheese. And fucking cheese. Blood, sweat, tears, and semen. RBD. Rob Van Dam, I'm cool.
Bulls off the tip. And
Damn,
around
I'm
this
the
time of the
coolest.
season, we
Son
start
of
to
a
see
bitch.
some rotation changes. Doris, teams trying to balance player health while also staying competitive.
I think this is why the roster
Hey, Trouble.
changes.
Taquito. I'm gonna put you on the fucking map, dude.
The bigger numbers helps a team. You have a chance for more players to have a breakout season.
Dude, see, that's how you
prove they deserve a bigger
Yeah, my
role
ex-girl.
as the season heats up. I love it, Ryan.
Way better. You have a kid, dog. That's pathetic.
Perfect.
Honestly.
It's
That's
good.
fucking pathetic.
And he assists that time from Ball.
A mistake by the
Froco?
defense.
And you
can't
want to
let
be
Ball's
the
teammates get open
Froco? Get the
because he
fuck
will
out of
find
here.
them.
That's pathetic. Taquito.
Pass to White.
You fucking...
Here's Pritchard.
You hustled me, goddammit. You hoodwinked me. You flim-flammed and bamboozled
Now here's
me.
Tatum. Shot clock at 5.
43 minutes. That's
Celtics
a warm-up.
here.
That's like fucking...
Hauser can't get it to go.
Well, he tries to enter
The
with three of his
prelims
own,
or something.
Can't do it. You
That's
can't get
pathetic,
caught up in the
my dude.
one-on-one aspect.
No disrespect,
Here's
because
Mr. Perfect.
you're not one that
Outside, off the
deserves.
mark. Boston's gone 0 for 2
You
from
deserve
outside.
no disrespect whatsoever from
Celtics
any
and their
man on
fans,
this
I think
planet.
one thing that makes them unique, it isn't
Unless
just
you,
the
unless
state of
that's what you,
Massachusetts, right?
unless
It's the
you know,
entire region of New
unless that's what you
England.
want that night, right? Whatever you said earlier.
Outside White.
Bulls foul. Number 81. Personal foul. First team foul.
The fuck that bitch just say? Hey, what you say, bitch?
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. The kick to Tatum. And stolen by Williams.
Stolen.
And that's 2
Scott
awful trips
Rowland.
in a row resulting in turnovers.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Off
All right,
target.
well, you're...
That would have pushed the lead
You know.
to double digits.
I knew you were
anywhere in the northeast
legendary,
portion of the
but now
US,
I know you're
you're
also
going to see
fucking
a
stupid.
lot of Boston jerseys.
Well,
So,
Maine, New
thanks for
Hampshire,
that.
Vermont, Rhode Island, they all adopt the Celtics as their hometown team. But here's what's even more impressive, EA. Go to any NBA city, any of the other 29
That's
cities,
pathetic.
and you are going to see Celtic green jerseys.
And man,
That is
like,
a
dude,
fan
you are
base
the
that travels
throat
well.
no-go.
Perfect shot is off.
If you got a fucking barrel of felons out, you should be at people you knocking up or banging down the fucking Dizzo.
And now the Bulls in transition. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot.
Dude, we got a lot of work to do here, Tito. We got a lot of work here, buddy.
So he gets them both. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
You know, nobody said it was going to be an easy road.
Pass to Tatum.
You know,
Here's
think of the great Clark W. Griswold that once traveled the long road of,
Brown
you
with
know.
it.
Yeah, exactly. See, and that's why, Taquito, that's why I was immediately,
Let's go with a three.
you know,
Just 5 on the clock.
drawn into your conspiracy.
And it's Tatum missing.
Because
Boy,
you got
a
the
miss
work
like that
the
will
worth
drive any
ethic.
scorer crazy,
You got the worth ethic.
especially with the defender
You
giving
know?
a cushion.
To the left side wing.
And thank God you have
Finds
that,
Hall.
because who the hell fucking knows what that
Here's
is?
Mr. Perfect.
You know, maybe
It's
it's something
good.
special.
And the
But you
assist that
also
time from
have the
Hall.
work ethic.
He's got 5. I just
And I like it.
love the ball.
So with the work ethic and the worth ethic,
Pass to
dude,
White.
we gotta
Fires
be
for
able to maybe get like $10 out
He
of
can't
it
get
at
it
least.
to go. And it's Chicago the other
Like
way.
at
When you
bare
analyze the
minimum,
skill set
that's
of a guy
gotta be
like
worth
Derek
at least
White,
a
here's a
10.
combo guard who can fill
That's
so
gotta
many
be at least
gaps
worth a
and do so
Hamilton.
many things well.
An Andy Hamilton, you know what I'm saying?
Substitution.
Well, that's for others to decide, man. You know. See, Taquito, if you're gonna be a goat,
Chicago ends up going with a new group.
you want to practice not being the one to call yourself that. If you're the GOAT, others will call you that for you. You know, you won't have to say that for yourself. Others will speak that for you. You know, you ever heard Michael Jordan call himself the GOAT? No. Me neither. How many people have you heard call Michael Jordan the GOAT? A bajillion. You ever see that clip where LeBron says, "Hey, that right there made me the GOAT"? No, it didn't.
Back to Brown.
LeBron? No, it didn't.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard.
Bingo.
Pointer off the mark.
Bingo.
The versatility White provides for this
And
team
what's that
is
old
so
song?
important to us.
Taquito and Bingo was his name, you know, right?
Board it, pass it, and he can defend with purpose.
Or some
A
shit like
guard
that.
can help orchestrate
And
the
Bingo
offense where
was
need
his
be and get off the
Pringo.
ball. These multi-positional guards are critical to
Offensive
success.
foul? Dude, that was the most bullshit.
They're the forwards. Peyton Pritchard is out
Man,
there
this
with Derek
referee
White.
is a
And it's
hot,
Hauser in at the center. That's the Boston
holy
5.
crack cocaine
Hi
son
guys,
of a
well, Mr.
bitch.
Perfect in their last time out against the Heat got the job done. He dropped 48 points and was on point from deep. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys,
What
back to you.
song?
Thanks,
What song?
Allie.
I kind of
Absolutely.
forget what the hell I was even
He was a
saying.
one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let
Sometimes
them lose
my
that game.
genius just spills out, stream of consciousness, and I can't
One
recollect.
of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
You feel
And
me?
Boston has possession. The Bulls making their last shot.
Tropical Taquito.
Here's Pritchard.
Yo, that dude got
Well, he
a
hasn't
fire
put up any
beat though,
points yet in
dude.
this one. Pass to Brown.
I like the part where it goes
Just
boo
5 to shoot.
doo boo boo ba doo 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 doo
Chicago
doo
grabs
doo
the
doo
miss.
doo doo
Looney's got his
doo
fifth rebound in this one. For Chicago, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to
Nah, old
drop since the end of
McDonald
the
was
first
a
quarter.
fucking biter, dude. You know he stole all his rhymes
Out
from
to the right
Grandmaster
wing.
Caz, right?
The 3.
Fuck that Ronald
Mr.
McDonald
Perfect
ass
shot is off.
motherfucker.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going.
Hamburglar
That outside
ass
shot is
bitch.
simply not there.
I fucking.
And Brown gets the 3. Brown's got 5.
Oh, I bet you love fucking Yankee Doodle. Yeah. Let's relax here, people. We don't want Taquito to blow a gasket. We don't want the old Taquito Nader to blow a fucking gasket
He
here.
has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first.
And it just goes to show you the humbleness of the fucking guy, man. Because when you're laying down one of the all-time classic verses,
Chicago leading. Pass to Mr. Perfect.
Yo. Oh, McDonald had a phone. E-I-E-I-O. And on this phone he had a
You simply must
taquito.
play better defense than that. This guy is too good for
Taquito. Whoa! Dude, that's bars right there. Taquito. Oh my god, dude. Taquito, like, cause you taquito, but you eat dough. Oh my god. Oh my god. Who got Eminem on speed dial? Call Eminem, tell him I got bars for sale. Bars, son. Bars. I mean, bars. I mean, bars. Oh, you heard it there. You heard it there. That was the computer. That was the computer, and it judged bars. So. Oh, McDonald had a gap.
Lead at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, we'll get back to the action.
Tequila, what's your Whoooowayyyyow face game like? What you got on that, bro? Yeah, get me in the studio though, because like, yo, you want to hear something I wrote last night? This will just kind of hammer home the point of that, like, yeah, get me in the studio ASAP.
Howdy,
I was just kind of fucking around.
What you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
I mean,
take a
you
look
know.
here now at Boston.
But hold on,
This hasn't been the
real quick.
dominant season.
Just so you know, real
They've
quick.
let a number of
Ready?
winnable games slip away. Do not sleep on them.
Yo.
Oh, sorry about that. They have the
His
talent
palms
to
are
kick
sweaty,
into high gear
knees
right
weak,
down the
arms are heavy, vomit on his sweater already. My spaghetti.
All right, and
That's
shifting
as far as I got,
gears to our current matchup, it's been a rough one so far for the Celtics.
Well, the effort hasn't been
Oh,
there.
word. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that,
They're
man.
getting outworked in that part of the game. But you've got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
What you do? Yeah, I wasn't going to put it out there like that, you know? Because, like, that motherfucker ain't never ate no mom's spaghetti. You just know it. Take one look at that asshole and you say, dude, that guy ain't never ate no mom's motherfucking spaghetti. That's how you know he stole it from me. Right
One
there.
side trying to protect their lead. Well, teams are always hunting
Right there, I don't even care
mismatches.
anymore.
Grant, I'll put it to
Wow,
you
I have
here.
11
You
points.
prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about.
Hold up. Man down. Man down.
The mismatches and going back
And like,
to when
dude,
I was young and
I
actually
have a
had some
cousin
speed.
named Greg Buell, yo.
It was great to be able to
I have a fucking
both.
cousin named
Depending
Greg
upon
Buell.
who you
Like,
went against,
Eminem
if a
doesn't
smaller
know
player
Greg
guarded
Buell.
you,
I
use
know
your
Greg
size to shoot right over them. And if
Me,
a bigger
you, and him,
defender was on you, then
we
yes,
went to the same
use
school.
your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. In it forward, it's DeRozan and Williams. Then there's Kevon Looney. Then it's Lonzo Ball.
Shoot the
And
jag,
it's
shoot
Mr.
it.
Perfect in at the shooting guard.
Yo, what do you stream? What do you stream, COD?
DeMar DeRozan, his eyes are up. He locates his teammate. Just so pretty.
Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Good.
And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's right,
Four of
Lance.
the last 5
That's right,
buckets have been
Lance. You
threes.
know it.
And
Yeah, I
if you're
stream
just
it.
joining us, we played just
My
over
main
a
thing
minute here
was,
in the third.
and I guess kind of still is. I'm just kind of over it, but I stream. My main thing is zombies.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of
What do you
extra
do, like-
energy. Nice.
And again, it's the
Is that like your character or something?
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Because like me and my fucking friend
Boy,
used to
plenty
do
of time left in the
like
clock.
gay
He needs to
rapping and
keep his
shit.
poise. That's his 4th foul now.
He's like, man, I step up, pull your pants down, suck your fucking dick. Yeah. Hit you with the stick.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
But that was like just fucking around. And everybody was drunk and shit, you know.
Pass to Brown.
I mean, as far as I know, I don't know what those fellows did between themselves any other time that they were drunk. But when I was around, it was only
Tatum from long range.
I hope.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Three-pointer. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. Give him 23.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Pritchard. Now Tatum.
Wait, I don't get what you mean. I don't know if that's what you meant to type in. I just talk a lot. It sucks, or I'm just clapping. I don't know what the fuck that means.
DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Good.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks.
Is it? Because I didn't even get it. Because like I said, I'm majority of zombies, dude. So Treyarch's my peoples. Them's my peoples. You know, so
Austin going with almost an entire new group here. Gallinari, he's checked.
So I didn't get this Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare like 1. I had the original Modern Warfare 1, as in COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, but I didn't get either of the remakes. Okay, so like it is your character, kind of. I don't mean like your character as like a human being. I mean like your character, like you're playing a character, basically, more or less. Is it? Because I'm not even gonna lie. Like the campaign looked fucking sick, and there's no reason why I didn't get it. It's not like I'm a hater. Like.
And the Celtics,
it's not like I'm a hater of the non-Treyarch one. It's just basically like
Danilo Gallinari out there with
I don't got money like that. So like, if I'm gonna buy one,
in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And they're up considerably because.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't necessarily like not mean that, but like primarily what I was talking about was you, like as in you on YouTube, you know.
And that's a foul called on Montrezl Harrell.
Because like I said, like I was just saying, me and my boys used to fucking fuck around like that too. Like, you know, it's like it can be funny. All this uptight shit, you know.
Here's Moutier.
Like,
outside Gallinari.
Sure, it could cross a certain line, but like if it's just fucking around just for laughs, like this shit's fucking funny.
Shot. And it's Chicago with the board. Here's Mr. Perfect.
No, not good.
And it's all from 3-point range.
Shoot that Jay, shoot it.
Shooting at about 34% here in this game. Here's Moutier. Outside, Brown.
So like, wait, so I still don't get it. Are you actually?
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Mr. Perfect from beyond the arc and then some. That's 29 for him.
His points are really adding up from the 3-point line.
So you ain't really
getting 9 from distance in the first half,
or are you?
And he's only getting better.
Outside Gallinari.
I'm like I'm not. Like I get it, but like I don't at the same time. Yeah, okay, all right. That's what I figured. I mean, either way, wouldn't make a difference. I just wanted to understand the motivation because, again, like I said, me and my boys used to fucking do that shit all the time because it's fucking funny. Fruity arguments. You know what we always used to fucking say? That was one of our favorites, the fruity pick. The fruity pick from Chappelle's show. As a matter of fact, I think I'm saying something. Dude, because it's fucking funny, man. It's fucking funny. Like, I happen to... I personally believe there ain't shit that's off limit. That's off limits in comedy. Nothing.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Right now. You see his confidence.
Like if it's funny, if someone's talking about something like really taboo, but it's fucking funny, it's fucking funny. It is funny.
Pass to Hauser. The 3-ball.
Yeah, nothing, dude. Agreed.
Doesn't go that time.
Agreed.
Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Anderson.
Oh, God, I wish I could do that. If I tried to pass out like that.
Rose, the pass to Stevenson. Here's Mr. Perfect.
God, I hate that camera angle.
No good with the
exactly,
dribble.
dude. Exactly.
It almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And like the problem is,
he nails it.
Oh, damn, what's the score? Ah, we're shitting on him. 35. All right, I could dig it. That's good enough. Kind of haven't really been paying much attention. What was I gonna say? But that's like a real slippery slope, yo. Once you start saying this is off limits, this is off limits, y'all can't make these kind of jokes. Y'all can't laugh at that. Like, that's a really slippery slope. Yeah, because then that becomes you can't say this, you can't say that, then you can't do this, you can't do that.
Here's Moutier.
Like, it's either all funny or it's not. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. Oh my God, could you imagine if you were doing that shit on the or like no, let me rephrase that. Could you imagine if the servers were like the old Modern Warfare 2? Hit that, Lance. Attaboy.
I mean, what's so impressive?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's my attitude too, man. Same. American privilege. God damn it. We're upgrading, yo. We're upgrading.
And once this game is all
on behalf of the white delegation of America, we're upgrading our white privilege, and we're making it American privilege, yo. Because fuck the rest of these fucking bitch ass motherfuckers, yo. This is America up in this bitch. We run it now. Now I'm putting all my motherfucking homies on. But none of you fucking English muffins, none of you fucking French fries.
Outside,
y'all a bunch of nothings. We're back to back. Yeah. We're back to back World War II champs, dude.
And here's Brown.
Hey.
Outside,
and it's nice to finally be working on the same page.
Fader on the way.
Oh wait, no, you mean the Brown as in Latino? Oh well, I don't know. I guess.
When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
I mean,
connects again from distance.
I don't know if we've necessarily never been like on opposite pages, but I don't think you could exactly say we've been. At times we've been on different pages too, so it's nice to see when we're all working together. Honestly, all jokes aside, if we could really get on that tip, like because dude, they got us, they're playing us like fucking fiddles, yo. While they got all of us arguing. Was low, so but anyways, while they got us arguing and fucking hating on each other, yo, like they're against all of us, dog. That's what a lot of people don't seem to get. Like, dude, white, black, fucking Latino, Asian. If you're not one of them, as in like part like of that establishment of the government, they're against all of us, yo. And they got us playing right into their fucking bullshit because I always liked what's it called? I always loved yo, dude, I was gonna say, yo, I fucking was watching Dave Chappelle's one stand up and he was making all like these white jokes. I was fucking dying, dude, because it's fucking funny, yo. But I always loved George Carlin's thing about, like, you know, they're only words in context. And that is, like, dude, that really is the truth, man. If people could stop fucking paying such attention to, like, words, because words mean nothing. Words are made up. We fucking made them Johns up, yo. They only mean that to a certain, percentage of people on planet Earth. It's the context behind it. It's the sentiment behind it. It's the racist, stupid piece of shit that's saying that. Like, honestly, I don't know about you, but, like, I get the same amount offended than when someone calls me an asshole as much as when they call me. It doesn't matter to me because it's not about the word. It's about the fucking sentiment behind it. But I always loved George Carlin's bit where he's like, hey, I know I'm Whitey the blue-eyed devil redneck chicken shit honky motherfucker. doesn't bother my ass. Like, I fucking always love that, yo, because it's so true, dude. Yeah, that too for sure. That too for sure, man. Like, that's one of the biggest, like, things that kind of baffles me about, like, this whole, like, not cancel culture, but, like, this whole get even thing. Like, whenever you're going back to try to, like, do something, like, to get back at that person, you know you're involving them in your life more than, like, you have the power to never see that person ever again in your entire life by not reacting and by not ignoring them. Or by ignoring them and not, you know what I'm saying? You know, but honestly, like, to tell you the truth, bro, like, if say I was that friend and you said that, I wouldn't even make the correlation between, like, your race and that, because I could think of two different white kids I've known whose nickname was Bean, you know, so, like, but yeah, dude. And that's that right there is an even more specific thing that I always like touch on whenever I get into this shit. If there's two friends and they're of opposing races, right? And if it's agreed within the parameters of their friendship that it's okay that, like, you know, when I walk in, he's gonna call me cracker, and when he walks in, I'm gonna call, "What's up, nigga?" You know, if that's okay between friends, then nobody else has any fucking opinion, dude. Nobody else has any right to an opinion on that shit, dude. Yeah, but see, the thing is, dude, like, by giving these people, like, credit by saying, oh, you know, calling them out and this and that, like, dude, it sucks, because I remember, like, growing up, if you were racist to any of the fucking black kids in my school, dude, guess who you were getting rolled on by? A bunch of fucking white kids, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? But the point is, anyways, what I'm trying to say is, like, that shit was dying. It was on its way out. You know, like, dude, like, have you ever, like, been around, like, some dude that's just spouting off at his mouth being, like, racist or whatever? Every motherfucking person in that room knows that dude is an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit... The only problem, the thing was, like, that's not the type of thing that's going to die very quick. Oh, I got traded. I'm on the Sixers now. Fucking A. Let's go. But, I kind of forget what I was saying. Because I've been waiting for this. Yeah, boy, I'm on the Sixers. What the fuck was I saying?
We got one heck of a matchup.
Nice, dude.
And I can't wait to get out there and go toe-to-toe with him, too.
Well, I've been working on the whiteboard for the last couple hours. Trying to figure out how to
Wait.
Let me see what you got here. Pretty much you just need to outplay him.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's fucking whatever, man. That's between y'all. Because, you know, that's... Because within a group of friends, you guys all know each other's true intentions. You know, it's kind of hard to... You could see how it's kind of hard to, like, not know someone or whatever, and then, like, that be... So, like, you know, like... I don't know how to put it, but it's a lot better because you know everybody's motivation. You know that the people you're talking to, you know that they're not racist. You know that they, like, you know what I'm saying? So, being that you know that within the parameters of your friendship, yo, that's all good, dude. And rightfully so. Because words are bullshit anyway. Well, that too. Plus, not to mention, I mean, at that, like, I honestly don't get why it's okay for Latinos to use. Definitely. See, like, that's, like, and by, like, it being okay for Latinos to use it, like, it's not so much that, like, it didn't make sense that Latinos were able to use it. It's just like, well, then what's the problem? Like, ain't nobody, like, dude, it's just so weird, man, because it's like none of us alive on this planet right now had anything to do with anything in the past, right? And we can't go back and change that, even if we could. We can't do shit about that, even if we could go back and change it, right? But we could all do something about literally 5 minutes from now, literally 10 minutes from now, a day from now. It's more, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if you handle your sector and you treat everybody cool, like, that shit'll be good. Oh, I remember what I was saying. the thing is, like, I remember racism when I was growing up. That shit was on its way out. But it's like, the thing is, that's not the type of thing that's going to go away so quick. It's going to take a couple of generations. And the reason that it wasn't dead and buried already is because you still had kids out there whose grandparents remember their grandparents talking about being slaves. It was just too recent. You know? Well, I think it's like... Yeah, definitely, but that's because there's this aura that's been created that, like, if you say that, it's okay for me to fucking physically assault you, which is horseshit, dude. Total horseshit. You can't put your fucking hands on somebody for nothing, yo, unless they're putting their hands on you. You can't put your hands on somebody. I don't care what word they say. You know, because it's literally a grouping of sounds that we make with our mouth that we call word. It's totally made up. The meaning behind it, all of that, all made up by us, and only means that to.
Thanks very much, Steve.
Definitely, dude.
A few minutes before the game. He told me it's always
Definitely. See, that goes along with what I was saying earlier, bro. You have that situation right there where you got to have self-control. Now, you could choose to fucking swing on that dude, and then you got a lawsuit. You're probably going to jail for a little bit, or you could not say nothing, right? And then you literally never have to see that person again for the rest of your fucking life.
All about staying attached to shooters and limiting clean looks. We'll see if they're prepared.
What's the better option? You know what I'm saying? Oh, what am I shooting? All right. I'm kind of playing like a dick here. Let me go back to what I should be doing. Dude, seriously, man. Yo, for real. For real. If you even go to some places on this planet and say it, they won't even know what the hell you're talking about. You know? So it's like at the end of the day, it's not the word that should be the focus. That should be what people are getting angry at. You know, like the word could be part of what's being, you know, get angry at, but it should really be, the majority should be the sentiment behind it. You know, the fact that there's even a human being here that has even a certain amount of hostility to you to even
the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in,
vocalize those kind of feelings, you know, like that in and of itself should already be the problem, the thing that you're offended over, not the words that he's using. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's just kind of fucking ridiculous, man. And like you were saying, like, people are just scared to say anything, dude. Yo, it's with any word, man. Any word. You could, like bitch. What's up, bitch? Or, come on, bitch, fight me. Like, damn, bitch. You're so, you know, like, dude, so many different contexts that word could be, you know?
And the wide open shot from Green. from Porter.
For real. Come at us.
What you mean? What you mean, dude?
Yeah, I love the competitive
Right back at you, dog. I'm all about that shit. Stoner fucking philosopher over here. Pothead philosopher. All day. I love that shit. What you mean, though? Like, specifically?
That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
In terms of humans.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
There we go. Sometimes it's just weird, yo, where you get the fucking shot meter full. Hold on, let me pack up a bowl, too, for... Oh, definitely, dude. Definitely, yo. Like, anybody, honestly, you know, and I hate, like, I feel bad, like, it really kind of kills me because, like, you know, certain, like, family members have certain religious beliefs, and you don't want to fucking, you know, but, like, dude, there is literally no rhyme or reason to us being here. Yeah, word up. Word up. You fucking pointed out something that I am lacking right now, and I'm like, wait a second, why am I not stoned? But, like, dude, do you know what, like, life is literally simply what complex chemical components or whatever. It's just what they do. They combine to form more complex atoms or whatever. There's a certain word I'm looking for. I just can't think of it right now. You know? And given enough time, those complex atoms will combine to just form more complex atoms. You know? Like, it's I feel you. Yeah, but like that's all. I feel like I'm a little further down the road on that journey, you know, because I definitely know what you mean. It's like with them feelings, you know, it's like it's daunting when you first think of it. But once you get used to it, hold on, I'm just packing up this bowl real quick. Once you get used to that like thought and stuff, it really isn't that like crazy, man. You know, like. You want to know what in my opinion, like the irony to life is going to be? And by irony to life, I mean on a universal scale. Oh, I just ripped my ball. I didn't know if you were waiting for me to like do a countdown or some shit. But I feel that the great irony.
This quarter, and I don't think they are winning without.
Oh yeah, dude. I've had those thoughts big time. Like, yo, God, have those thoughts tripping on shrooms, dude. You want to fucking go deep inside your fucking mind, like or whatever, you know, so to speak. But anyways, I feel that the great irony to life on a universal scale is that life is everywhere in the fucking universe, dude. Everywhere. But we will never meet another form of it, ever. Because here's my thing. This is my, not like specialty, because I'm not an expert, but like this is my space, right? Life is everywhere in the universe, but we'll never meet another form of it unless there's another form that's the next star or whoever, because the distance between stars is so fucking far, dog, that like ready. And also hold on, let me read you. Yeah, oh definitely, that's you know, but what's it called, oh, these people, yes, yo, free, yes, where? But anyways, so in order to accelerate, like with what the kind of rocket technology we have now, you know, if we were to just use the technology we have now, in order to accelerate an object to even near light speed, you literally need infinite energy. So you literally need all the energy in the fucking universe, right? Now, let's just say that we can get something to go like light speed. Let's say light speed, just for, you know, easy's sake. But so the nearest star to us, dude, is 4 light years away. That means if you're going the speed of light, the fastest thing in the universe, that means it'll still take you 4 years to get to the nearest star. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it ain't even out, dude. And that's not going light speed either. It's gonna take to get to the near star. It's gonna take like a fucking 160 something thousand years or some shit like that. I was literally just watching shit on this, like, you know. But yeah, exactly, Voyager 1. So the fact that you even know the name of that thing and where it is, because it is basically at this, like, right at this point, basically it is about leaving our solar system. Like, it technically has left the heliosphere.
This should open up opportunities for his teammates to
but like it won't leave the sun's influence for another like 6,000 years or some shit like that. No, I didn't. Oh, that must be fucking sick. No, I did not see that. But yeah, anyways, the fact that you know the name Voyager 1 and like, you know, where it actually is, you know, that means that you know a little something about space too, which is awesome, dude, because that's my fucking shit, dog.
quarter, no luck.
Oh, give me that rebound. Oh, word. Yo, JoJo's here. Cool, because when I was when I requested a trade, the Sixers were my next game, literally, and Embiid wasn't on the tee. I was worried he might have got traded or something.
And the shot goes down.
But
Embiid's got his first points.
No. As a matter of fact, I'm literally gonna fucking pause right now. Orion. Yeah, you know it's a sick ass app, dude. I don't know if you have a iPhone or whatever, but it's called Skyview. And basically, you just you point your phone to the sky or whatever, and it'll show you what planets are maybe right there, or what satellites, or where the space station is. But Orion photo. Dude, I look at Jupiter literally every fucking night, dog. Mars is too. If you know where Jupiter is, right? Look, just wait, literally another Mars is about an hour or two behind Jupiter on the ecliptic. Do you see the orange? Yup. So you know how to tell the difference between a planet and a star? Are you talking about Artemis 1? Dude, same, bro. Every fucking night, yo. Every fucking night. And I've been doing it. I've probably looked at both Mars and Jupiter, because last summer too. Well, you know what the ecliptic is, right? All the planets will always be in the same spot, basically, of the sky. It's called the ecliptic. So if, okay, so I am looking at the right picture then. Dude, that is fucking sick. Yo, I've never seen a picture of Earth from that, distance. There's the pale blue dot, of course. And then there's the, Mars, or the moon, Earth picture, but that's fucking sick. Anyways, the way to tell a difference between a planet and a star is that stars twinkle, planets don't twinkle. But so next time you're able to see Mars and Jupiter, right? Literally trace a line through the both of them, and and then extend that line on, yeah, straight up saying. You're looking at Jupiter and Mars, and then draw a line through the both of them, and then extend the line down to the horizon, continue the sphere. That's called the ecliptic. That line is called the ecliptic, and that's that line. That's all planets live on that line.
How about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to gobble up second chance?
So when you see Mars and Jupiter, right? Just look way left in the sky. You'll never see a planet over there, because all planets are on the ecliptic, because that's a result of the formation of our solar system, basically the circumstellar disk that the sun was formed in. All the planets were formed in that too, so they were all on the same plane. They're all on the same plane, basically. That's why they all orbit on the same plane. And that plane, from our point of view, is known as the ecliptic, where the planets live, basically. And the way you can always tell it's a planet is that planets don't twinkle. Stars twinkle, planets don't. Yo, if you're from America, bro, It is. It is, but it's really not. It's really not, dude. If you really want to get like a better understanding of this stuff, and clearly you already are interested and read and know about this stuff, but like chemistry. Okay, so you're probably gonna have the same problem I am, but in 2024, in 2024, America. A big part of America is going to get to see a total 100% solar eclipse. All of Canada, and it's like basically, yeah, dude, yeah, it's like chemistry and like astrophysics and like all that type of shit, you know, because like when you like existing is and consciousness is freaky, but it's not at the same time, because it's literally just. We're literally just chemical reactions, dude. Like I was saying, complex atoms will find other complex atoms and combine to form more complex atoms. And given the billions of years, or the trillions of years of the universe, because we don't know, you know, as far as we could see. The farthest light that has reached Earth is like 14 billion light years away. That's why we think that's how old, but there's no way that's how old the universe is, dude. No fucking way.
Looks like a pregame shoot-around.
No way, because oh, but what was I saying? Let me finish about the solar eclipse real quick. It's like if you took North America and then like slashed it in half diagonally down from like Maine, you know, maybe like through Vegas. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, we actually do get to see a pretty unique time in human history. As a matter of fact, dog. Like honestly, dude, my generation, like me, may literally have been on the dividing line, dude, because I've always said, and like, of course there's been technology since the Industrial Revolution and shit. I mean, there was technology before that. Anything being built is technology, but like, you know, talking like what you're talking with like the internet, solar energy, space travel, all that shit. Dude, cell phones. I literally remember half my life. You would have to like knock up for your fucking friend to go see. If you wanted to say happy birthday to somebody, you'd have to call and you know, like. And then the second half of my life thus far has been like, you know what I mean? So like, we do get to see a pretty unique time in human history. You know.
That and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher.
Especially too because of some of the decisions that we have to make in the upcoming decades may play a major role in the rest of fucking human history. You know.
Rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
But yeah, dude, basically what I was saying earlier about space travel and like accelerating something that's like speed and needing infinite energy, dude, we'll never ever be able to travel more than a star or two away. And that's being optimistic. You know, that's best case scenario. And in order for us to meet another life form, that's crossing our fingers that life was birthed at the next closest star, which is highly unlikely, dude. You know what I'm saying? Highly unlikely. But like to say that we can't, exactly, dude, exactly. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about with the decisions that we make in the next upcoming decades, with like, you know, global warming or climate change, whatever you want to fucking call it.
4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's like, yeah, like the Earth is definitely like warming, but like the debate, I guess, is whether humans are causing it or not, or playing a role in it or not. You know, but like the Earth is warming. I mean, the Earth ain't going nowhere. If anything, it's just humans that are going nowhere. Like the Earth ain't going nowhere. The Earth's gonna shake us off like a fucking nothing. Like nothing flees. The hell was that?
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer off.
You know, like it's us that would be going somewhere. Like, but I don't know. But yeah, dude, that's what. So that's like kind of the thing about space travel. And like, do you ever hear the Fermi paradox?
Yeah, you gotta know where he is at all times, especially when.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter, and with as many three-pointers as they drain. Easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly.
I went to Vegas in 2016. What, that we're like influencing it? Definitely, dude, definitely. I'm not saying like between 0 and 100. I have no clue where it falls on that spectrum, but we have to be affecting it at least a little bit. But like whether it's enough, like because the Earth like warms and cools like all the time, like something you don't hear honestly that often. Like, dude, it was fucking hot, way hotter in the Middle Ages, dude. Like, the average temperature of the Earth was hotter in the fucking Middle Ages than it is now. How do you explain that? I mean, it's just the natural cycle of Earth. We just haven't been around long enough to know that.
And let's get straight
so like there is a chance that like we have nothing to do with it. And like that's just our human arrogance at work again, thinking we're fucking significant enough to even be able to affect something like that. Then again, there also is the chance, of course, that we are, and that it is that easy. I don't have a dog in the fight either way, as far as like the political argument goes. So whatever the answer is, I would be accepting of and open to, you know. I would just want to know what the fucking truth is. Oh, definitely, yeah, but we're not gonna. Like the likelihood of humans living long enough to see our sun turn into a red giant, slim to none. And if we do live long enough to see that, that means that we had to evacuate Earth by that point, because when the sun goes red giant, this planet's done for.
We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr.
That's one of the interesting things too about our solar system, and like some of those moons on like some of those.
Within the first few quarters.
Oh yeah, totally, 100% dude. I always tell people, turn the news off, yeah. I don't care who you vote for, whatever. Do yourself a favor, turn the news off right fucking now, you know, because. But what was I gonna say? But that's one of the things, like some of the Jovian moons and shit that have like that might have water and stuff. Well, like that's kind of cool for us now, but like it also makes you think, when the sun turns into a red giant. Yeah, what's up, bro? When the sun turns into a red giant, right? That means the Goldilocks zone of our star is going to change. You know, as of right now, the size of our sun, we sit in the Goldilocks zone, which is, as I'm sure you know, the spot, you know, the spot around any sun that is not too cold or too hot to destroy life in its infancy, you know. So the spot around any sun where life can be, you know. So when the sun turns into a red giant, yeah, the Goldilocks zone, exactly, dog. What's that mean? Yeah, what's that mean, bro? God of War Rag? Oh, you got Ragnarok. Cool. So when the sun turns into a red giant, the Goldilocks zone of our star is going to change. And where would you say, if it's going to, the sun's going to come to about Mars or it's either Earth, Mars, or the asteroid belt. Exactly, that zone will get pushed further out, and now it's a possibility that some of those Jovian moons are going to be. So dude, like, for all we know, the building blocks of the life that's going to fucking take place in billions of years on those, like, and we're going to be long gone, like, you know, and that's why, like, Mars having water before and all that stuff is very interesting, because, like, that is a very real possibility that at one point there was other life forms on other things, you know what I mean? It's just one of the things about the amount of time that the universe has been around and the fucking unfathomable size in it. Dude, there's probably 10 different versions of you, like literally you. No, we're just talking about space. We're not nothing specific, dog. Like, you know,
for the ride.
Nothing specific. I was just like piggybacking, you know. So if you don't get what we're talking about now, you're like, we'll be on to something else, I'm sure, shortly. So you won't be lost forever. But I'm basically talking about, you know, like our sun is going to eventually turn into a red giant, you know, as part of its life cycle. So, like, it's going to start to expand, like, greatly, and it's going to it's going to, you know, engulf the earth, basically. That's how big it's going to get. It's going to come all the way out to here. And I was talking about the Goldilocks zone, which is the spot around any star. Every star has a Goldilocks zone. Every star. So that's one of the things that's, like, kind of ridiculous to, like, now that we know just fucking how many stars and how every stars, all stars have planets, and all stars have Goldilocks zones. And there's literally trillions of stars, dude. They say there's here's what is it? 2 trillion times 200 billion. Do that number. Do that number, and that's how many stars are roughly, they estimate are roughly in the universe. 2 trillion times 200 billion. I think. Or is it 200 million? Hold on, let me figure that. Let me find that out real quick. Because those would be two totally different fucking results. Either way, 2 huge numbers, dude. So, like, to think that we're alone in the universe at this point, it kind of fucking stupid. Like, or, like, for lack of a better term, what's a better term? Naive, or, like, uninformed, you know. Okay. How many stars are in an average galaxy? Okay, so no. So these people are saying roughly 100 million. So that's even less. But do 2 trillion times 100 million. That's how many stars they estimate. Because they estimate that there's probably about 2 trillion galaxies. Think about that shit, dog. Fucking, you could, like, it's unfathomable. But try to think about that. Galaxies, not stars. Galaxies, dude. The Milky Way. We're literally. They're not just going to close in on each other, dude. They're already colliding. Like, they're out. Yeah, they're starting to, basically. Like, we won't. They say it'll be unperceivable to us here on Earth. Well, probably. Yeah, probably. But, like, say that was to happen right this split second, like, it would be imperceivable to us here on Earth. It's just so fucking far away. Like, yeah, but, But yeah, the Milky Way galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy, those are 2 of 2 trillion. Yeah, we're alone in the universe. Like, that's just not, at that point, that's just statistically not possible. Nah. Yeah, roughly. Well, no, I mean, if you die in space, you will. But no, you'll float around Earth as energy, basically, or like in the soil. But
in for Smith. And
that's something you shouldn't be worried about at all, dude.
Comes in for Harris.
Nah. Yeah.
Porter finds Şengün. Now here's Hunter. It's Martin on the wing.
Well, the last sentence I don't know if I would agree with, because like if the Big Bang, if the Big Bang happened and the universe was created, then we were created. Whether we were randomly created or the result of a creator, but I do agree with, this shit's all random, dude. Literally just random. And we think it's so crazy because, like, to us, we don't see it anywhere. But, like, dude, it's the most common fucking thing in the universe, yo. That's just the thing. Like, the distance between stars is so substantial, dude. Like I was saying, the closest star to us, 4 light years away. That means if you go the speed of light, it'd take you 4 years to get there. And that's the nearest star. Like, we're just, unless we completely, like, find out a new way to travel, like, by like bending gravity or some shit like that, we'll never be able to travel between the stars. But dude, death is the most common thing in the universe as far as I'm concerned. Literally every fucking thing dies. Everything, down to the minor little specks of bacteria. That was a horrible shot. All the way up to the biggest fucking galaxy. You know what I'm saying? So death is the most common. It's nothing to be scared of, dude. You know, like it's like, in my opinion, you want to, like, what it's gonna be like after you die. What's it like when you're not dreaming, when you're sleeping? That's what it's gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to be worried about. Yeah, if you really want that to be demonstrated to you, watch the video where they like, it's actually pretty cool. They'll start, I think, with like maybe the moon or something, and they'll be like, this is the moon, and then they'll like, it's like a line, and then next up, next up is well, they're the Philadelphia team, so that, I'm all Philly teams. Exactly, dude. Like, there was a point in time before you were born, and you don't know. Like, it's the same thing, dude. It's gonna be the same thing. In my opinion. It's like, I don't rule out the fact that there, like, that the possibility that there's a God and all that, because, like, bottom line is, it's awfully fucking arrogant for you to think that you could fathom through your puny human brain. Say there is a being out there that created the fucking universe. To try to think that you could rationalize through that little fucking bit of sludge in your head that you could even fathom why a God would do anything he would do is awfully arrogant, So, like, when I think about the fact that there's 2 trillion galaxies, and it's like, how could there be a God and it be so personalized down to me as an individual? But I'm not even going to try to begin to fucking act like I know that would even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, if a God created all that, talking to you individually be a fucking cakewalk. Be no problem whatsoever. Like, so I also, while I don't necessarily, like, I also don't make the mistake on the flip side of thinking that I'm fucking intelligent enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't even perceive all dimensions and shit. Like how do you explain DMT fucking elves? What are those? What the fuck are those things, yo?
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I forget what that is. Isn't that from like fucking... I'm pretty sure that's the religion from Outer Worlds. There's a creator, like there's a grand architect, but he doesn't take any personal interest in the universe or blah 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 blah. But like, you know, that would be even less appealing to me. You know, but it's basically like if you want to try to equate what it, maybe like try to imagine what it would, how ridiculous it would be to try to fathom like what a god would do, or the difference between your comprehension. It's like the difference between us and a fucking ant, right? Like, can an ant fathom us three sitting here in totally different locations on the planet, talking with each other about fucking whatever we're talking about, playing a video? Can an ant fathom any of that shit? Does it even notice any of that shit? No. No. Not at all. So now imagine we're the ants, and a god would be us. That's kind of like, I mean, I'm not saying that's the same difference in cognition, but like, it's kind of a good like way to try to envision just kind of how ridiculous it is to like, well, if God exists, then how come kids die and all that? Like, dude, I'm just not gonna act like I'm just not arrogant enough to think I know the reason why God does any fucking thing he does. Yes, that's the stupidest question in the world, yo. If a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Yes. Yes, it makes a fucking sound. What are you talking about? Like, so humans are the end all be all, and what in like, so there's no sound if humans don't exist, is what you're saying? Get the fuck out of here, yo. It's the stupidest question I've ever heard. I hate that question. You know, yeah, you'll see that question always on like I remember that specifically from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Wait, what? I don't know. I never heard that one. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, no, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Some solid defense from Reed.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see
no, not at all.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it.
Even a little bit.
Total mismatch and a true show of strength.
But like, that's a question you'll hear a lot of people say, like, and it's just a fucking stupid question, man.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin,
if a tree falls in the woods and there's no one around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Game plan, coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad.
That is kind of funny, though, because, like, I imagine, like, supernova explosions and shit as, like, silent for some reason.
It's a 2-game season series.
But they're, like, they're not silent at all.
The one player that really stands out, of course,
but because they're in space for some reason. You know, I wonder if that kind of goes along with that. You know? Are you a conspiracy guy? What's your thoughts about some of the most well-known conspiracies? Yeah, what was that? I heard about it. It wasn't. It's not like, dude. Imagine how lucky those people are that get to fucking be alive when you can look up in the sky and see a supernova explosion. Oh. What was it? No. Our solar wind. The solar wind makes it so none of that so we don't get like hit with none of that shit, basically. Like if there's something that's not like close enough to like fucking like take us out or whatever, but like it's sending like shock waves or whatever you want to call it, like that, the solar wind and like the heliosphere keeps us from. Well, yeah, well, I mean, you may be, you know, it's probably not a bad idea to pay attention to both, you know, both truth, you know, maybe pay a little more attention to the truth down here, but ain't nothing wrong with paying. I also pay attention to the truth up in the sky too, bro. But no, I mean, like, I'm not a conspiracy guy at all. Like I don't like, but I'll tell you, I think you gotta probably be a pretty big fucking fool to think JFK was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald. That one is fucking, come on, man, come on. But like, the government did 9/11. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. At worst, they FDR'd it. You know, they FDR Pearl Harbored it. No, that's not even at worst. That's definitely, that is at best, or whatever you want to call it, because George W. Bush did get a briefing on August 6th that said Bin Laden was determined to strike in the United States. So they did know something was coming. But like, did they know? But dude, get the fuck out of here, yo. Yo, if anybody got wind of that, those guys would have been tied up by their bootstraps, by the fuck. They would have. No way, yo. No way. And I'm not going to give you one of the reasons being that, you know how many people got to know about that? No, that's total bullshit. That's an absolutely non-existent reason. Only the top guys need to know what's going on. Everybody below them is just following orders. Everybody below them is just a bunch of Eichmanns, as literally as what it boils down to. Just following orders. You know, especially like if it was a military operation, you know how compartmentalized all that shit is, dude. Especially when it's classified like that. If you're in this area, you don't know about that area, and they don't know about it. Like all that shit is so compartmentalized. But, dude, you can't convince me that Lee Harvey Oswald even fired a shot at John F. Kennedy that day. Let alone assassinated him. Like, dude, Lee Harvey Oswald didn't fire a fucking shot that day. I'd be willing to bet a good amount of money on it, because literally based on there was a cop, you know, president's fucking. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of like on board the whole PSYOP train for a while, and like the whole crisis actor thing, but like, my overall 97. 97. I'm kind of torn right now because like I don't want to end the shit, but like I kind of want to grind some MLB innings too, but also I do want to. I am trying to. So maybe not, but anyways, so all right. Matter of fact, speaking of John F. Kennedy, literally today's the anniversary. Literally today, 59 years ago. But so. You know, the president, we're at the Texas School Book Depository, JFK, so there's cops everywhere, you know. Well, there's a cop that's literally right at the door of the book depository, basically, as the shots ring out. Well, yeah, but there is a lot of, dude, say what you will about Alex Jones, yo, but that motherfucker did fucking sneak into Bohemian Grove. And did fuck, like, that place is real, you know. I always knew he was full of shit, kind of, and kind of insensitive on the Sandy Hook stuff, you know. I mean, come on, dude. There is really good evidence though, dude. I'm pretty sure that one of the guys being interviewed on the streets of Manhattan on 9/11 that day is one of the guys that's being interviewed on, Now, John F. Kennedy, the assassination of JFK is honestly the only conspiracy, I think. And conspiracy is the stupidest term for that anyway. You know what a conspiracy is? Two people agreeing to commit a crime. That's a conspiracy. So two people agreeing to go steal Hershey bars from the fucking store is a conspiracy. Like, it's the stupidest fucking... They did a good job of stigmatizing that term, though. But the moon landing being faked, that's total bullshit, dude. There's telescopes that could literally zoom up on their footprints right now. Yeah. It's JFK is the only one I think is bullshit. There's too much, dude. There's too many fucking way too many coincidences, yeah. Like, not coincidence, like major red flags, dude. But the whole reason I don't believe Lee Harvey Oswald fired a shot that day is because what I was trying to explain with the cop. There was a cop just out front of the book depository because the president's on. It's on the so he was probably just stationed there. Well, shots start ringing out of the quote unquote book depository, which some of the shots did come out of the book depository, but they didn't come out of the 6th floor. They came out of the 2nd floor. But the 4th floor of the book depository was the 2nd floor of the Dow Tex building, where one of the other shooters was. But anyways, hold on. So this cop is right at the bottom of the book depository. Shots start ringing out. This cop literally, the second the shots ring out, starts running into the book depository. He immediately finds the manager of the book depository, the guy in charge of the building, whatever, is right there. Because of course I'm sure he knows that shots have been fired from somewhere around there. So he's already wondering what's going on. So him and the cop literally immediately start to run up the steps. And on the 2nd floor, they encounter Lee Harvey Oswald standing there drinking a Coke. All right, so you're meaning to tell me that you shoot the president, you have time to undo the rifle and scatter it about the sniper's nest like it was found. So you got, and then you have time to run down 4 flights of steps, get a Coke out of the machine, open it, be drinking it, and not be sweating your ass off in a matter of 20 seconds? Dude, bullshit, yo. Bullshit. Lee Harvey Oswald was exactly what he said he was. Exactly what he was, a patsy, dude. He was either handled by the FBI or the CIA. One of them. I'm pretty sure it was the FBI. Because you got that, there's the whole fake Oswald thing. Some dude went to the Mexican embassy or the Russian embassy in Mexico or something like that, claiming to be Lee Harvey. Oh, dude, the Gulf of Tonkin was absolutely a false flag. My dad's a Vietnam vet. My dad's a Vietnam vet. He's a Marine. He was a Marine.
That was a great win.
Yeah, that lie was, or that war was started over a 100% lie. And that's fact, dog. But the moon landing being fake, no way, dude. There's literally telescopes that could zoom in on their footprints from Earth now. I mean, and you think, dude, the Russians were hawking our asses the entire time. You think if they didn't get one little sniff that it was a conspiracy, they wouldn't have been shouting that from the rooftops? They tracked our asses the entire way there and back. If there was any kind of fuckery with that, they would have. No way. 9/11, nah. There is some fishy shit about that for sure, like Building 7. I don't know who he is, honestly, Daniel Ellsberg. But John F. Kennedy, you can't convince me that Lee Harvey Oswald even fucking fired a shot. Even fired a shot from what I just told you. Now that's assuming that that's true. That's assuming that that's true. about that cop. Damn. Oh, I forgot to come in this way in here for some reason. I just got traded to this team, so I don't know this shit. But why? But, you know, assuming that's true, with the cop, he runs in immediately. Like, the shots may even have not even have been done firing at that point, when the cop starts to run in the building. The manager's on the ground floor, like literally at the front door, right there. They immediately start going up the steps and encounter Lee Harvey Oswald on the second floor. Oh yeah, Nixon. That piece of shit. You know what they were supposedly busting into the Watergate Hotel for? Something about the JFK assassination. That was allegedly what the real objective was that there was something in that safe. Because, dude, Richard Nixon was in Dallas, Texas the night before Kennedy was assassinated at Clint Murchison's fucking mansion. He's like a big oil tycoon or whatever you want to call it, you know? Like, dude, there was something majorly fishy. And then, dude, he fires Allen Dulles, the head of the CIA, vows to smash the CIA into 1,000 pieces, gets assassinated, and then who's on the fucking Warren Commission? Allen Dulles. You know, who's the only people with the power to fix the investigation after the fact? Probably the CIA, and the FBI. You know what I mean? Like, the mafia. It wasn't the mafia. It wasn't the Cuban. You know, it wasn't Castro or none of that shit. It was the fucking CIA. 100%. In my mind. Allen Dulles gets fired. JFK says he's going to smash the CIA into 1,000. JFK hated the CIA because even by then it was already way out of control. It's an agency that's above the law, basically. They can do whatever they want, essentially. You know, they're the only answer to the president. Or whatever you want to, you know, whatever you want to call it. Because I don't even think the president really has any power, really, like that anyway. You know, they give us the illusion of freedom. They give us the illusion. Dude, it's so diabolically fucking genius, but it's so evil. You know, the whole, like, idea of chattel slavery. You know, the kind of slavery that, like, you know, black folks had to, or the kind of slavery that's most famous for the kind, you know, that black folks had to go through. That was done away with. They said, man, like, people ain't fucking, I mean, they're fighting wars over this shit at this point. Like, we got it. What they did was they did away with that. Now we're all wage slaves. Now we all get up at the butt crack of dawn and go to work for fucking whatever, for crumbs. Dude, to me, yeah, I mean, I'm not a, like, anarchist or anything. Like, I believe there is a need for governments for sure, man. Yeah, like, I believe people are inherently fucking evil. Not evil, but selfish. Inherently selfish. And, like, given the chance to, like, get over on someone and like, step on their neck, or, like, most people are gonna, you know, and, like, of course we're all thinking, not me, you know, but, like, you can't, like, so there is a need for that stuff, but, like, yeah, like, in a perfect world, bro, totally. Who the fuck has the right? Which one of us has more of a right to this fucking planet than any other one of us? You know what I'm saying? Like, in a perfect world, totally, dude. Totally. Same thing with guns. But the problem is we live in a world where guns already exist. So, like, the answer is, like, you know, I mean, it's, you kind of can't just take them away. They already exist. Like, yeah, in a perfect world, they'd be great that they don't even exist, but, like, they do.
Now here's Harden. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19.
Yeah, see, that's just the thing. That's just a product of the time we live in, dude. Like, we happen to live in the time where the humans that we are, that develop the point of the road that we're on, a lot of our actions are still controlled by our limbic system, by that animal, or by that reptilian part of your brain. You know, we like to think we're, like, these, like, advanced, like, enlightened creatures that, and it's our, you know, prefrontal cortex, the front part of your brain, the human part of your brain that decides most of your actions, but it's not. Like, you know, your human part of your brain isn't mostly is in service to your still. But there will be a point where that will change. It's just we live in the time where like we can't really help it. Our like brains are still kind of controlled, but our instincts and our actions are still kind of. I mean, like we still have that thing where you could have headphones on and be like looking down at a book, but you know somebody just walked in the room. You know what I'm saying? That's from when we lived in the fucking woods. You know, that'll go away eventually. But like, yeah, we just happen to like, unfortunately, we're just not far along enough. It's kind of what I was talking about earlier with like the whole racism thing, man. Like that shit was on its way out, yo. It was on its way out, but it's not the type of thing that's going to die quickly, because you have people whose grandparents can remember their grandparents talking about being slaves. It's still fresh. You can't blame any of them, any African American people, for being mad and for feeling cheated. Trailing. It's too fresh, man. You know, you got
then it's Maxey,
relatives that like remember. You know what I'm saying? It's the type of thing that still needed another few generations, but it was going, yo. It was on its way out. You know? Yo, bro, you're always welcome, dude. You're always welcome, man. You know, well, that's what I always say, dude. You know, like I appreciate a good troll, man. You know, I could appreciate a good troll. You know. For some reason, I didn't go the normal way with you that I normally go, and like, you know, basically try to call you out on what a fucking basic ass troll you are, and shit, you know, not you necessarily, but that is what I would have said, you know, whether that's true or not. I mean, you know. But usually when trolls come out, I'll like just be like, wow, that's fucking, where'd you hear that? How many years ago on the internet did you hear that one? Like, you know, and usually that shuts them right up. But for some reason, I went the other way with you and started like steering into it, fucking playing along with you and shit. But like, yeah, bro, you're welcome anytime, man. But like, at the same time, dog, you have no obligation to me, man. So don't feel bad if you gotta go. If you gotta cut me, you know, if we're talking, you gotta cut me off because you gotta go. You ain't got no obligation to me, dude. You know, you're always welcome here. Anytime you're bored, feel free to stop by. You know.
Young talent for the Warriors.
And you know,
trade for veterans, but they resisted.
Yeah, bro. I'm always down to talk about that type of shit, dude. I'm pothead philosopher to the fullest. You know, to the fullest extent. So, again, man, like I said, anytime you're bored, I stream pretty often. You know, except when the new Pokemon comes out, and I don't stream for like 4 days straight. I can get my squad together.
Here's the three. He can't get that.
Oh, why didn't I do that with the money I did? I should have got like a rift saw and all that shit.
Mr. Perfect shot is off.
He's certainly been cold.
Yeah, sometimes with this yo, I actually that is a consideration. That is a consideration because the whole reason I and whoa, buddy. Whoa. You think you trolled me? Do you believe that you successfully trolled me? You do. Nah, I'll let that one slide. Nah, just kidding, bro. I forget what the fuck else I was really trying to say though. So. So half past the cow's ass, quarter to the moon. Yo, I was looking. I got a telescope. I was looking at the moon the other day. As a matter of fact, like it was the first time I honestly think I ever looked through a telescope at the moon. That was fucking pretty cool, actually.
And still being professional
and committed, man.
I think is the mark of every pro.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you too, bro. You too. Yeah, bean out.
Andrew Wiggins comes in for Poole.
The bean man out. Yo, this.
Philadelphia, the rebound.
Anybody else feel like when you don't have those Gatorade things on,
76ers lead by 6.
Like the shot timing is a little different? It's also because I'm talking. Don't think I'm always this bad. I gotta be honest though, people. I'm starting to itch a little bit to jump over to MLB. I totally should have bought a Ripsaw though, or whatever that thing's called. So then I could have streamed Switch stuff, and then I think that makes it too, so that I wouldn't have to cut the stream to change the game. That's one thing I really can't stand, to be honest with you.
Wiggins left side, pass to Wiseman.
I don't know though. I may not. I may not. I may stay on NBA, keep rolling. I wasn't thinking that this guy was this build was decent for the park, or whatever you want to call it. But I played earlier and I actually had a pretty good run. I don't understand how he's not, like, it just has to be I'm not used to the different shot timing of the online, you know. I don't think it has anything to do with my actual build. I bet you if somebody that played online or the park a lot used my guy, I'm sure you'd probably kill it, because 99 max badges, you know, 99 overall 3-point shot with max badges and shit. I mean, I don't know.
Outside Jones.
I didn't do it this year where I looked up like best shooting guard build, and then, you know, I just feeling a little nostalgic for my 2K21 Switch career, where I built this kind of build, and like it didn't matter what I threw up, that shit was going in.
Teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the
kid.
shot. But it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Yo. What was up with that different Sixers court? I played on it one time now that I think about it. And it was like, it was new, clearly, but it was like, man, this fucking shot meter. Yeah, I either end up hitting it, or I always end up right there, like I did there, where I'm just below it. Oh. You know what else I haven't been known this year? My team. I probably will. My plan though is like, yo, I've played 2K for so fucking long. I don't know how long they've done the thing with the retirement. I imagine it was probably sometime after 2K14, which is when they started doing the cutscenes and shit. But I've never actually got a career to the point where I could retire and see the Hall of Fame speech. So I think that's my goal with this guy right here. And then maybe after that, and then maybe I'll get into my team, because that by then that'll have dropped. If not Dark Matters by that point, definitely Galaxy Opals.
And if you're just joining in, 1/2 is in the books.
I just like, I gotta try to stay away from that stuff, because I'm inclined to fall into the trap of like buying packs and shit, you know.
The 76ers shooting efficiently, 50% so
and then after the fact, when I need money, being like, and then remembering the money that I spent on the packs that I pulled nothing out of on the game that I don't even play anymore, because, you know, it's just like, oh, why'd I do that? So
here's Wiseman.
That's why I love the show, MLB The Show. It's one of the reasons why. I mean, obviously, you know, because I love baseball and all that. But that is definitely like the, you know, out of the Ultimate Teams, the My Teams, the Diamond Dine, that is the one that by far rewards like people actually playing the best. You know, like on here, for example, NBA 2K. Them cards they drop in the packs, like you know, say, just, I don't know, Dark Matter LeBron or whatever, for example. If you don't buy those packs and pull LeBron or stack it, how are you gonna get them? You know, whereas like it seems like on MLB The Show, even if like you can buy stubs or whatever, like, but you can definitely earn it by playing, you know. But I gotta be honest though, nobody's got career mode locked down like 2K.
Starting slow in this half.
As far as career modes go.
Pass to Drummond.
Lockdown type. Yo, is that a product of just my career, or is Drummond really on the Sixers? He was, wasn't he? Wait a second, what the fuck is going on? Is it a thing where, like, he got traded back to the Sixers just on my thing? I think that is what it is, right? Because he was here, wasn't he? For a minute, because Embiid, I remember Embiid and Andre Drummond had, like, that little bit of beef for a little bit, or whatever. And then, if I remember correctly, he came to the Sixers. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've actually followed a sport. I've never stopped playing like the video games of the sport. So I still that's how I know a lot of the like new players, modern players. But it's been a while since I've actually followed. Like, I gotta try to remember to half look at the shot meter and half look at my guy, like,
outside Curry.
Jump shot animation.
Fires in the triple.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
I wonder what Troy Dan's doing.
On the wing, Harden to the inside.
No, don't do that. Come on, Harden, give me the ball back, sucker. Should have get off the pot, sucker.
Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight.
It's like when I do these career modes or whatever, and you get like your dude to this point where he's so fucking good that I'm like dropping 50 and 60 a game, and then in your mind you're like, this would never happen in real life. The way I rationalize it to myself is like, in this way, it did happen. Like, it did happen. You know what I mean? I don't know, because I got one friend who, on FIFA, you can, like, add a bunch of budget when you first start a franchise. You can sign a bunch of players to, like, and he's one of those guys, like, that won't do it because it just would never happen in real life, which is, okay, that's your choice, but, like, wait, why the fuck did I even start saying that?
Here's Mr. Perfect from deep
who knows, man? What is that, yo? What is that?
Rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
I don't like that at all, man.
Second chance opportunities can be game changing.
What is that? Why does it? I honestly want to find out why exactly it does that.
Pass to Wiseman.
Like, why was that a bad shot selection? That's a good shot selection, like most of the fucking time.
Philadelphia's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
Yo, man.
From deep.
Dude. Some people, get the fuck out of here, Harden, you schlub.
And there's the
you
foul.
too, Gordon.
It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's foul number 2 for him.
But you'll be playing on Park. It seems like some people like have these builds where they're just nasty at everything. Like, and then I'll try to like do a build like that, and it's just like impossible. You either got to be this or that.
Drummond's got 3 assists now in this one.
So, like, it has to be those people just have, like, they're just nice with it. Like, it's not so much the build as opposed to them just being nice with it.
Drummond's got rebound number 11.
Dude, my guy is so fucking slow. See, there you go. Perfect example. Perfect example. Like, I had to sacrifice some stamina. My dude's slow as shit. Like, I have no passing accuracy. Barely any ball handling, like, because I wanted to be a Ray Allen or like a Curry style shooter. Like, I don't like that.
I don't think you can overstate it. I mean,
I guess it makes sense because of the whole park thing, and you don't want like any unnecessary advantages. But, I remember why I was saying that, because like about earlier, this is like at this point I'm kind of like I should probably like up the difficulty,
Curry against Harden and Embiid with the block. They recover.
Because dude, my guy drops like this, but like I honestly like this career mode is not. this is not what I'm going to be like challenging myself on 2K on. If I'm going to do that, like if I want to challenge, I'm gonna hop on my team or whatever. Yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm just going to try to see that Hall of Fame thing and try to get to it as quick as possible. But dude, what is that?
It's almost hard to think what didn't go well.
I gotta find out what that is exactly.
Their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they meet
why'd I call for a pass there?
So taking the first.
Yo, hold on, I want to check this. Yeah, yo, oh, I love this. Oh my God, I love this. Ask out sim to end with yup. Last minute left. Let's get this game over with. Oh, I love that. You know how many times I've said that? Like, yo, I wish I could sub out right now. I wish I could ask these. I wonder when they added that, dude, because there's a good chance that that's probably been there for a while. And I just haven't noticed it because I just don't really like exit games, you know. If I start a game, usually I'll finish it. There we go. That's what it's looking at this moment. More than halfway to 98. Just actually got my guy up to 97 earlier, you know. You know, like it's how you'll have that thing where you'll have the next overall unlocked, but you didn't get the VC enough to like actually get the stats up to that point. I'm kind of fucking torn, y'all. You know, because like I've just been basically like doing the thing where I'll be playing the show for a while, and then over those couple hours, I'll slowly get in the mood to play 2K, and then I'll switch over to 2K, and then over those next couple hours, I'll slowly start to get in the mood to play the show, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of getting in the mood to play the show, but yeah. I also don't want to fucking roll out, you know, unnecessarily. I've been doing these. I don't know how much of. I wish I could somehow see that. I wonder if anybody's ever done a video on that, like how much on the overall does like these drills add, you know, on any given. How do I explain it? Like from 97 to 98, if you did. After every game you did your 4 drills, got the best score. How much of that overall bar was added from those drills? I wonder if it's worth it or not. To like, you know what I'm saying? I think that kind of relays what I'm trying to get at. What is up with that, dude? You know, another thing too is for the last few years I've used Kevin Love's jump shot. And it just was this year where I switched over to Corvers. I like how they added that thing where it like tells you, you know, if it's good or not on the release, if it's good or not on like, you know, negating a contest, like. And Corvers was pretty solid overall. Kevin Love's was kind of weak on a couple, so I switched. All right, I gotta remember like. See, this is one of the things that fucks me up. Like how slow it goes right now when I'm open, but then when there's a guy in my face, it goes kind of quick. So like, I'm more than a season into a career, and I'm still not used to it. It's a little funky. I don't know. It's not like terrible or anything, you know. But it's definitely annoying, that's for damn sure. I had to go to the Sixers. I had to go home. Alright, I'll tell you one thing. That's definitely not Philly, though. That's definitely not good old Philadelphia back there. I mean, maybe that's Bally Kenwood. Maybe. Like maybe we might be able to pass that off as Bally Kenwood. Actually, you know what? Let's get a better look. Switch it. Oh, hell no, dude. What are we in fucking Lancaster? I'm just bullshitting. Obviously, they're not gonna put too much fucking attention into that. They do kill it, yo. 2K on the career mode. You gotta give them props, man. In my eyes, it's almost equivalent to how revolutionary GTA 3 was with the open world thing. It literally became a genre. Like, it got past the point where, like, these are like GTA. Come on, dude. What the fuck is going on right now? I start the broadcast and then I'm fucking Sir chokes a lot. Dude, smoke another one, yo. What the hell was I just talking about? Alright, dude. Alright, trying. Or not. Way to go, fuckface. Alright. That just ruined me motivation here. Because that's a guaranteed 2-star.
Well, excuse me.
Oh, I thought I was about to get another. I was hyped for a second. Alright, yeah. So, like, you see how slight... Well, that's 840. Usually it's like 1,000 something. But between the 4 drills, it's like 4,000 something. And then... that's one bit of... You know, and then you think... How many times do you come in and do this between... Like, dude, that has to be worth it. That has to, like, add a good chunk of that if you do 4 drills after every game, even if you're done your badges. That has to be worth it. 4,000, roughly. Maybe even 5,000. Yeah. Because if it's 1,400 something, that's over 5,000 if it's times 4. Right, so... And then... How many games would you think it would take to get a thing up? Dude, it takes a good fucking at least... I'm going conservatively at least 15 games. 10... No, we'll go conservative 10 games, right? So... 5,000 times 10, that's 50,000 of that. Like... And then think of 50,000... Dude, that's a good chunk, yo. I think that's worth it. Honestly, I mean, I think that's worth it to the point where I should probably turn my fucking ass back around and go finish those 2 drills. It doesn't, like, it's the type of thing that doesn't look like it, you know, based off the little sliver that you get after each drill, but if you think about it, and, like, these don't take that long, like, relatively speaking, in comparison to a game, so it's not like the type of thing where if you just say, fuck these, and then jump right into the next game, like, that it would even, you know, I think, like, I think this might be actually worth it to do these. I was wondering about that for a little bit, so I just kind of tried to rationalize. I may be wrong, I don't know. But anyways, how was everybody's day? Try to see it my way. See, that was my problem. There goes my problem right there. I'm fucking talking. Not that I don't want anyone to talk, but, like, my attention definitely... Half my attention definitely gets taken off my dumb ass. Let me quit the jabber jawing. And by quit the jabber jawing, I mean, like, the me talking, just me. Like, I don't mean anybody else. If anybody else has anything to say, feel free. I don't mean that whatsoever. Alright, you know what? I'll do another game. I think I'll do another game. Wait, how the fuck did I do that? Is it just double tap? Yeah. Alright, one more. Try to see it my way. Run the risk of knowing that our love may soon be gone. One thing I do want to look at, though. I don't even know why I'm saying this. I'm kind of just thinking out loud here. I do like to do that because that is something I like to see if I watch like a stream. I do like watching like streamers that are kind of stream of consciousness that sort of like explain like their reasoning for doing what it is they're doing. Yeah, I know some people prefer like no talking and you know, or whatever, and I get like I dig that too certain times, but thinking what I would like most of the time, I like hearing like the person I'm watching like rationale, reasoning for doing this or why they're doing that, or I have to do this, or let me do this real quick, or you know. All right, what's up, bag bro? Yo, find my love here. Where? Tell me now. Where? Where, you sick son of a bitch? Why? Bet you can't do that. Yeah, your love may be able to find my love wherever your fucking place is, but I bet you couldn't do that trick, Buster. Ooh, wow. Wow, this is actually kind of like cool. I never, you know how like close to home this hits right here? Like seeing like this, like there was a point in time where I would have been able to fucking at the Wells Fargo Center, point in time where I'd have been able to do this right here if I wanted to, walk right into this motherfucker and sit right the fuck down if I wanted to, and go anywhere else in this motherfucking place. Well, the Wells Fargo Center, because I used to do fan photo. If you ever go to a sporting event and these people in like green shirts come up to you and they're like, hey, you want your picture taken? You know, and then if you say you want to buy it, they'll give you a card, you go on a website, you can buy the picture or whatever. But I used to do that stuff, and in order to like they give you a press pass. So like to go to work, like when I would walk into work, I would walk past the same place every other person that works there would with.
Yes.
And they'd hand me a press pass, and like that literally gave me access to anywhere in that place. You like what I used to do, like all the time was I would get there early. I'd get my press pass, and then I'd go walk out on the court. I'd walk past the usher. You already changed your jersey, dude. What are you doing? And he'd like, you know, obviously he'd be looking at me like, you know, who are you? Like, you better be getting ready to show me something, or you know. And then I'd show him my press pass, and he'd be like, all right, man, have a good one. And then I'd fucking literally go sit on the Sixers bench and watch them take fucking shooting practice and shit, like, you know, an hour or two before the game. Never would really see like the big stars, you know. I'm sure they had already taken their warm up by then. But man, that was cool. And if I wanted to, I definitely could have gotten to those press conferences after the game because I had a press pass. Did I just pick up a ball and shoot for the fucking side? Yeah. See where I'm walking right now? Or no, it wouldn't be that side. It'd be the flip side if the benches were right here. Wait. Am I tripping or am I? No, yeah, that would be right. Nope, that would have been right. Wow, they actually got it pretty fucking good. Holy shit. Dude, they actually got it pretty accurate. Like, that's exactly what it's like. Wow, dude. I didn't know they... Why am I doing a backflip? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't think they put that much focus into, like... Maybe that's a happy accident, but... Yeah, so anyways, what I was just saying, the spot I was walking to with the tunnel, that would have been where I would have came out.
We know some teams are stuck
right there, like where the Tissot or whatever the fuck the guy was at. That would be where I would walk out of, and then the guy like in the blue suit right there, that would be about where the usher would be standing. I'd show him my press pass and he'd be like, all right, cool, bro. And then literally walk right there to the bench, right there. That is how it was. That was about 10 years ago now, so I didn't have to think of it. But anywhere in this place, it was so chilling. Like it was kind of weird because it's like I'm doing this. Oh shit! I need to get more of those Gatorade joints. Oh, I forgot about this new rule. But it's like I'm here just doing the shitty fan photo thing, but I literally get access to this whole building. And then the thing for my job would be we would have like a picture quota for the night. And then the second you got your quota, you would you could go find a spot and sit and watch the fucking game. I would do it every single night. It was one of the coolest jobs I've ever had, for sure. Pay wasn't that great, because it was a commission thing. It was a commission type thing. People bought your pictures. It was.
Nothing in the season series tonight. They have to be just as sharp as they were the first.
That was a cool fucking job, man. Because of the access to the stadium that it got me.
We have to be careful with our shots and take care of the ball. We'll see if they can.
Now, obviously, you couldn't go like in the fucking dressing room and shit and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
So great shooting, their #1 concern.
I'm Reefy Sutherland.
It's more important that you
how the hell are ya? Dude, come on, yo.
And I think that requires making plays for one another.
All right, hold up. Let me fuel up. Let me refuel. Let me hit the refuel.
Ball and shooting opportunities
engage.
Present themselves.
Blast off. I don't like that either. Bad steal attempt. What the fuck's a bad steal attempt?
And in the first, a little over
a reach? You mean, AKA, a reach? So if I didn't get called for a reach, what's a bad steal attempt? Why am I getting penalized for it? I don't like that. I see the logic, but at the same time, I don't see the logic. Because a bad steal attempt, in my mind, the only time, because I'm trying to think, when would I be pissed at somebody to call a steal attempt a bad steal attempt? And the only time I can think of is when they get called for a reach.
Bridges a screen on Harris. Unloads from 13.
Therefore, no, didn't get called. You know, but
here's Mr. Perfect. Offline with his 3. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. You know, Hornets fans, Doris, are excited
not a big deal.
to see what the mellow ball can do for the franchise.
Because I was on it earlier.
This young man is a special talent. You look no farther than his passing ability, the flair, the vision, the fearlessness. Certainly an easy guy to play with. Now the question becomes, can you start to build the talented pieces around
MP up in this bitch.
And here is Curry.
Mr. Perfect.
After the 3-pointer from Mr. Perfect. And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, you can see
How dare you put your balls on my forehead, LaMelo? No, I am not a pirate. And no, I do not care that there is a bird on my shoulder.
Here's Mr. Perfect.
LaMelo.
For Philadelphia.
This guy is cooking.
My team's bright yellow. I'm quite mellow. A white fellow. I like yellow. That's a funny ass energy. Is that right, Kennedy? Don't act like you ain't in here, nigga. Naka.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia.
Yeah, it goes back to what we were saying. Like the whole people getting like flipped out over these words and shit, man. Like, dude.
The guard and off guard are Ball and Martin.
So much like just misdirected hostility and shit, you know.
Here's Drummond.
Like, you got people that like shouldn't be like being flipped out on, you know, and then you got people that should be being flipped out on, not being flipped out. It's just like, you know. Like, what's the problem if between a group of friends, you know, between two friends, if it's agreed upon within the confines of their friendship, you know, they both know that. So, like, what's up, Cracker? I like no issue with that whatsoever. You know why? Because it's not the word cracker that bothers me. That's a problem. It would be. It's not the word at all. I would feel the same way about that. You know, and I'm sure this might be different for anybody else, but for me personally, like, I would feel the same way about that I would be about asshole, about jerk off, about fuckface, about dickweed, asshat. You know what I mean? Like, it's a made up fucking word, yo. Like stop tripping over this fucking word, man. Because there's a lot of misdirect. Like the sentiments. Once again, man, it's just a perfect example of a thing that's just heart in the right place. You know, but just bad execution, man. Bad execution. Heart. You know, like not every time that the N-word comes out of a white person, is it? You know what I mean? I remember seeing an interview of Eazy-E on the Howard Stern show or something, and Howard Stern asked him how he feels about that, and he was like, whatever, you know.
Very solid stat line for
and that's just that is proof right there, right fucking there, exactly what I was talking about. That shit was dying, yo. It was on its way out, man. You know, like I was saying, man, if anybody was racist to the fucking any black kids in my fucking school, guess who you were getting fucking, guess how you now had a bunch of problems with? White kids. Bunch of white kids. You know? Like, this shit just didn't fly, you know? Like, and everybody knew that anybody talking that bullshit was a moron. You know? But like I was saying, the problem, the thing that sucked was, and not sucked, but the thing that, like, that you can understand is this is just too fresh. Like I said, you know? Grandma remembers her grandma fucking having scars and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, too fresh. And how could you blame them? How could you blame any fucking, you know, we're talking in America and all that, you know, of course there's slavery going on right now today in other places in the world, but we're talking about America, like, so, you know, of course I'm referring to black folks, and like, of course, how could you be surprised that they're fucking pissed? You know, like none of us lived back then. None of us lived back then. So unfortunately, you got some of us that fucking have to feel like the unnecessary, the unfair guilt, and then some of others of us have to feel the unnecessary economic fucking disadvantage. You know, it's like it's a fucked up situation, but like all the answers I've heard proposed are not the answer. I mean, come on, like, dude, no disrespect, but dude, if the people that went to slaves, if the people that were the slaves didn't get the fucking reparations, I'm honestly like, how, dude, you really think you deserve it? Now, I get, like, that ties into the whole economic disenfranchisement and stuff, but, like, you can't just give, like, you can't, I don't know, it's such a, like, I don't know. What do you do, man? You know, because, like, taking wealth away from these people and giving to, that's certainly not the answer, because you can't fucking do that shit. Like, I think, like, a guy like Jeff Bezos, like, having $100 billion, that should be fucking illegal, dog. But you can't take a dude's money away from him, you know? A guy that built a business up and it became successful, you can't take his money away from him because of how unfair it is. Like, you know, like, it's just, what do? You know? It's a tough situation, man. But, like, as far as I'm concerned, when I was growing up, how I remember it, dude, that shit was dying. And if it would have just been left to continue to die, it would have been, dude, our kids, or even maybe our kids' kids may have lived in a world where the color of our skin truly did not matter. Like, truly, you know? Because, of course, you're always going to notice the color of someone's skin, right? We're not fucking morons, man. I notice the color of a fucking bird's skin. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, I'm like, yo, that's fucking sick looking. Like you have eyes, you notice shit. But, like, as far as, like, that tying into any, whatever you want to call it, opportunity, any of that shit, you know? Like, we may have been in striking distance, honestly, dude. You know, and unfortunately, in my opinion, I put it on Obama being elected. You know? Now, don't get it twisted, I don't put it on Obama himself, Obama the guy. Like, it's the fact that a black president was elected. It emboldened every racist white guy to be even more racist to fucking black people. It emboldened every racist black dude to be way more racist to white people. And don't even get me started on that whole bullshit about black people can't be racist. Yeah, systematically racist. Definitely. Agreed. But let's not start playing loose and fast with definitions here. That's the shit that aggravates me beyond belief, man. That's where you start to lose my willingness to like overlook like some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like let's not start like changing definitions and start saying like certain like that's bullshit. Racism.
That first half, things were really
racist is a certain definition, just like systematic racism. Like, yeah, surely, absolutely, black people can't be fucking systematically racist. In South Africa, that's the complete opposite though now. So, well, they can, just not in America. You know, it's like, so let's not play loose and fast with definitions here, because that's another slippery slope, man. You know, I'm the type of dude where like, I'm just a realist, man. Like, I'm not gonna fucking. Like, I'm not against you, but I'm also not gonna fucking play these sugarcoating games and these changing definitions to fit the like. I have no patience for that bullshit. And the changing of history, like, for example, like in MLB, how they don't have the Cleveland Indians jerseys, they just have these Cleveland jerseys that never existed. Like, all right, hey, change the name, change the logo, all that. Absolutely, I'll even agree with you that the logo was kind of like at this point racist. That art style had kind of become a racist art style. All right, but the like, if you knew any of your history, like, and we all know this was all just fucking white people. Like, this had, dude, every clip I ever saw of any Native American ever asked about that, they said they fucking could give, they couldn't care less, you know? You know, like, but the Indians were named the Indians in honor of a Native American dude on the Spiders, which was what the Indians were doing, that died. They were named the Indians in tribute of it. Like, you fucking morons. Like, see, and that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, heart in the right place, execution way off. Like, you know, you fucking moron, you realize what you're doing, right? Like, you think you're doing something, you think you're doing the right thing, but you realize you're taking away some of the only representation in pop culture that Native Americans have at all, right? Now, like, if the name Redskin is too touchy and stuff, definitely let's change it. But let's keep the fucking team themed around Native Americans here, because I kind of, like, I'm a little jaded, so I kind of see, like, sort of like a puppet master type thing behind that, yo. I could literally see if it came out where, like, they had y'all do that with the goal of removing that Native American, and they fooled y'all into thinking you were doing a good thing. Like, I could really see that being some puppet master type shit. You know, that they, like, dude, come on, man. There's certain things that definitely need to be free, but like we're definitely allowing people to really get into the ridiculous here, man. Like, I remember watching Malibu's Most Wanted, and when B-Rad said, "I'm the food's #1 hardcore," that shit was fucking hilarious, dude. And then guess what? He got fucking thrown out, taken out and thrown in the dumpster. You know? But it was fucking funny, yo. Nobody fucking caused a big uproar, and the fucking B-Rad G wasn't fucking put on, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, we are losing our minds here, y'all. Big time. Like, you know? I want to live and let live, but I also, like, I also want to try to, like, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Like, get my children's world, you know, the world my children live in. I want to get their ducks in a row too. I don't want to leave the world, you know, or someone else's child. I don't want to leave the world that, like, the next generation has to live in, a fucking madhouse where we live in fairy tale land, man. Yo, you want to fucking you want to get, like, a sex change and shit and all that? Yo, go for it. But do not tell me that you are not. Come on, y'all. You know, and they got it so tied up that when someone even says something like that, people instantly get up in arms, because, like, it's so tied into the narrative now that, like, if you say that, you're like, no, do that. Like, if I'm a politician and it's up to me say, like, the vote comes down to me where transgender people have rights or don't, and the vote comes down to me, well, guess what? Transgender people got rights across the fucking board. Alright? But don't tell me that you are now something else. Just because on the exterior you changed. I'm not a fucking idiot. We're not children, dude. We send fucking things with billions of miles into space and shit. If we're gonna start doing that type of shit, that's gonna fucking set up the progress of humanity back hundreds of years. And again, it's being disguised as a good thing. Heart in the right place, execute. Yo, I'm telling you, dude. Again, I could see that being some puppet master type shit. Yo. I don't want to fucking tell anybody else that they can't do anything that's gonna make their life any harder, any of that shit, yo. But also, I want you to have the same respect for me that I don't have to go along with that. Just the same respect I have for you that you are fully allowed to go with that, and I will not get in your way. Well, then you also have to show me the same respect that I don't have to go with that, and you will not get in my way. And you know what I'm saying? It's a two-way street, and they got it's so tied into the political narrative. I honestly think the poison's already been injected into it very well may be too late. Whether that's going to rear its head in 10 years and 50 years and who the fuck knows, but I honestly don't. You know what I'm saying? Now that the transgender rights and all that, now that that's tied into the fucking political bullshit, it's never going to actually now be responsibly discussed. And it's now only ever going to be filibustered and all that bullshit that these fuckheads do. They don't give a fuck what's the best outcome for them. They want what their party wants to be done. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying to the homeboy Bean earlier. Fucking dude. Hold on. I don't know why, but for some reason right now I'm forgetting what I was, and then I'll remember it in about 10 seconds. Hold on.
Hey, you love how LaMelo
used to come to me. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know, y'all, but if we all just handle our fucking sectors. Shit, dog. I remember what I was saying. Dude, they got us all fucking literally going against each other. Dude, they're against us. They're against all of us. They're not for any of us. You know, United States, being a senator and that wasn't supposed to be your career. You were supposed to go to work, head over to Washington before dinner, vote on some shit, and then go home and go to bed. That wasn't supposed to be your lifelong career fucking. To anybody that's a lifelong career politician in America, automatically from the jump is not for you. Automatically, because automatically obviously the Constitution's 250 years old or whatever. So society's kind of evolved, but that kind of remains, still kind of holds true. Because that was not the intention. You were not supposed to be a fucking career senator, a career politician. That's what, that's why, I feel like the American way of government, it is the best in the world. It's the fucking garbage piece of dog shit humans that are running, that are holding office right now. That are the problem, Or not even the problem, because I'm sure they're all good people that love their kids just like anybody else, but for some reason they don't have that thing that, I was going to say that thing, but what it is they don't have empathy. That's what it is. That is what they're lacking, empathy, the ability to be able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and imagine the way they must feel in a given situation, you say some shit to somebody, the ability to be able to then put yourself in their shoes and imagine how it would feel for that to be said to you, that's empathy, That's what these motherfucking people lack. You know, I think one of the best examples of that, and trust me, I am no Michael Moore fan, you know, but I don't hate the guy either, like, you know, and I really, in Fahrenheit 9/11, yo, he goes to Capitol Hill or whatever, and he's literally got enlistment papers, and he's asking all these fucking guys to enlist their kids, and he's saying, and none of them, and it's like, well, you're so willing to send everybody else's kids to fucking die. And now, here you go. Now you fucking push comes to shove. Now it's time to send your kid to die, and you don't want it. Well, nobody else wants their fucking kid to go die either. So what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? That was one of the best examples, you know. Like, it's, man, and they got us all fucking playing right into it. Like, yeah, they're against all of us. You know, while we're fucking bickering over who it's possible, you know, what group of people it's even possible to be racist, like, and all that dumb shit. They're against all of us, literally, man. So if you buy into any of that narrative on one side or the other, like, you're being played, and you need to turn the news off. Step one, do not watch the news. Like, red flag, exclamation point, caution, all that shit. Hazard. Do not watch the fucking news. You wonder why, like, yo, no foul call? Ref. What? How could you? I didn't know you could play defense with your body now. That's good shit. It's good shit. You know, you don't have to touch the ball whatsoever. You know what's the funniest part? I usually don't like the... My uncle was an NBA ref for like 30 fucking years, yeah. So I know what I'm talking about, god damn it. I know what I'm talking about because my uncle was a ref.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game time.
That's the God's honest stuff. And if you don't believe me, why? Please believe me. Why don't you believe me? I'm behind. Please.
Offensive onslaught.
I need you to believe me.
Ball no good.
Body somewhere you'll remember. Body dancing with someone else.
And that one is off. Missed. So it's Philadelphia winning this.
I may not. I may not stream my career anymore. Just not because, I mean, honestly, it's probably, is it interesting at all? I mean, like, it's literally just me going to be just endlessly basically calling for the ball and then attempting to shoot three. You know what I mean? Like, it gets, at certain points, it gets to be a fucking struggle to even play through it. So I'll probably, if I'm going to stream NBA 2K, like, after this, it'll be like my team in like the park and shit. You know, because I'm sitting here thinking, like, I mean, it's, you know, it's probably, I'm sure it's not boring for like people that are like checking this year, you know, because they haven't gotten it yet or they want to see like what it's like. You know, I'm sure it's not boring in that case, but like. All right. Oh, what did I want to do? What was that? Oh yeah. 10 days left. Ooh, I don't know. See, I got this 120-minute double XP fucking thing, and I'm planning on getting into the park, you know. But I was thinking, I knew the season was coming up soon, but I thought it was gonna end sooner than that. 10 days, I don't know, you know. But I was thinking, I kind of want to wait till the new season, because, like, how do these people have these fucking go-karts and shit, dude? And all that shit, man. Like, I look through these now, I don't see that at least this season. Like, so that's why I think I'm gonna hold off jumping into the park and like really getting into that until the new season. Because, like I said, I got that double XP thing, and Yeah, see, like, that's the level 40 reward. That's cool. An extra badge point. That would be fucking cool. But I highly doubt I'd be able to get up there, so. Alright, yeah, well, anyways, like I was saying, I'm kind of starting to get the itch to grind some ranked seasons, so I'm probably going to cut the 2K stream here for now. You know, don't get me wrong. I play my career and all that shit all the time. So, like, if anybody does like watching it, I mean, shit, let me know, because I will gladly keep streaming it. It's just, it's more or less, so I don't want it to be boring for anybody. It's not because I don't want to, you know. So let me know if anybody does like it. But I'm gonna cut this and probably immediately start up a MLB stream. So if you like the sound of my soft, soothing voice and you would like to continue hearing it, join me over there. Thank you.